Hello, lost souls of YouTube. Welcome to another episode of the Cardboard Crew. I'm Roy, a guy who hasn't cleaned his room in 3 years. And with us, we have, in order of Instagram followers, Brian, aka Swell Guy Customs, creator of the hit Slime Time Nike Uptempos, the legendary shoe that got thousands of upvotes on Reddit.
Thank you for overselling me. I feel famous.
Anytime. And next we got Mr. I Never Tell a Lie, Damien.
That is me. I have never lied except for this statement right now.
Yes, he lied as easily as he breathed. And next we have the man with enough shoes to wear a different pair of shoes for every day of the month, Noof.
I think I might be a little less than that now. I haven't really counted. Maybe, I don't
You got
know.
rid of
It
some?
could possibly be longer than a month. Who
All right.
knows?
And we have a new member joining us today, the expert of anime and anime titties, Leroy.
That's me. What's up?
All right, so today we got a special box, a nice beat-up Pokemon box that came in a few days ago. I ordered a special delivery Pikachu card, and I got a free t-shirt with it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what.
So let's crack it open with a dagger, because I don't know where my
Oh my
pocket
gosh.
knife is.
Jesus
Please be
Christ.
careful.
It's not even
Lord.
sharp.
I also keep a ceremonial knife with me at all times.
Yeah.
When you said
This
the
was
neck
passed
beard
down
way,
from
that's
my
actually not what I
grandfather's forefathers.
It was
and
a
all
gift
me.
from Christian, as you could imagine, but like, it's pretty
Of course,
My
of course.
great-great-grandfather killed a man in World War II with this knife, and now I use it to open up Pokemon cards.
God, this is terrifying.
It's not sharp. It's not sharp at all. There, we did it.
It looks.
You
I mean,
could've
it
just
looks
grabbed
sharp.
scissors.
No, that's for next time.
Do we need a different knife every time?
Yeah. But we'll end quickly in like 3 times.
That
Does
would be
Carlos
funny.
still have that katana? We can use tomorrow.
Damn, alright.
Dude.
Wow.
This bad boy.
Nice.
PSA 10,
PSA 10.
100.
It's like
Right out of the
80 or
package.
$100 or something on eBay.
Oh,
It's
dude, that
crazy.
pin.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
Well, that's
It's
not bad.
fucking crazy.
Is that a pin?
This is a holiday ornament. It was also
Oh.
free.
That's better than a pin. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was
Cool.
surprising
Did I-
because this ran out before the cards somehow.
Oh. Did I order my Whale Lord like a day or two late, I'm guessing? Or was that way behind? I can't remember when the promotion
Oh, you were
stopped.
a little late.
What's on the
Yeah.
t-shirt?
Yeah, but
It's just a surprise Pikachu at recommendation of Damien. I wanted I had to choose my free gift with the card, you know.
not bad.
Yeah.
Pikachu doing an impersonation of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone.
But yeah, I'm just really surprised like this card got so expensive. When it first got announced, I thought like it might be around $20, right? Cuz you needed to spend $20 for free shipping. So like you buy a shirt or a hat or something small, you get your card, people resell it, but somehow there's some crazy hype over it, and I
Because
don't
it's
know why.
Pikachu, and he's adorable, or
But
she's
it's not
adorable.
Charizard. Like if it was
Pikachu
Charizard,
working a minimum wage job.
I don't know if their minimum wage. I guess delivery
I don't know.
companies are, but like
You know they're
post
not giving
office,
him any
maybe
pay.
not.
Yeah, they're like, let's just put.
Do you
make him
think
look
Amazon
cute, he'll work for
delivery
free.
people are getting paid? It's just slave labor. Come on.
Yeah, we'll set these aside. And before we begin, one interesting thing, or at least I thought was interesting, is I don't know if you could see it. Oh, this is terrible. But on the box, it actually says not to sell it before November 13th, 2020.
Oh.
Also, you're probably gonna have to blur out that address so you don't dox yourself.
There's no address on it. This box
Yeah.
is like for retailers.
Oh, Okay.
'Cause I-
Leroy,
well,
don't
yeah, I
stop
don't
him
know
from
if you
getting
remember,
free
but-
packages in the mail. He's
Like,
his
I
address,
bought a
and he's
box
gonna be
of
like, I like
boxes.
Roy so much, I'm gonna send him gifts.
No, that's why you open up the box.
Nobody's ever done a bad thing by learning someone's address.
That's
Never.
Never.
All right.
Never abuse that power
Only
myself.
good things.
And now we're back to the Vivid Voltage
Let's
pack.
go.
Yeah, the crackathon. Now we'll pull out the scissors.
Yeah.
These
Oh, now we get
shitty
Yeah, the scissors the whole
Oh,
time.
dude.
You live in elementary school? Like,
I stole them. Don't tell them.
wow.
I actually
Well, I
don't
just
know where
told
they came
everyone.
from. I have no idea where they came from.
That's what everyone says.
Fucking
I
told
don't
them
know
a
how
kid.
this got
Don't
here,
quote
officer.
me. Alright, well, we cracked
think
some packs today. You guys have some funny stories you want to share? Perhaps the funniest story that you can recall.
Funniest story I can recall. My memory's pretty shot.
Damn. Oh, that's a good one.
Good start. Great
Pretty
start.
funny.
Good start.
I'd say this memory right here is my funniest memory.
Yeah, funniest story. that I can remember.
All the funniest things happen when I don't remember them.
I can go first if y'all want to think or
Yeah,
jog
Please.
someone's memory.
lead the way.
Oh, let me pop this thing out this time. I didn't know we could last time.
Whoa, look at him.
Oh,
just
what?
moving out.
Go tips, tricks, and more here
Pop-up
on the
books.
Cardboard Crew.
For luck, look at that.
If you want to buy in on this pack, send your money to Venmo at Brian and Phillips. We're taking about $30 a pack.
That valuable? Wait, what are we opening first? Celebi or Pikachu?
Oh, I pulled out Celebi, so we'll start. with
Alright,
this
Celebi,
first.
we go. Let's
Alright.
get
These
it.
on the side. Oh, alright, so I think I've only told this story like 3 times or something, but back in 6th grade, we went on a trip to Yosemite National Park. And
I remember that trip.
you were there.
Your school could afford Yosemite National Park.
Yeah, that's a big
They're
trip.
rich. Can you believe it, Leroy?
I didn't go to school.
Same.
I wasn't rich. The school was.
We had to pay a little bit for it. It was like
No, we had to pay. We had to pay like a pretty reasonable amount to like go on that field trip. We had to either raise money or get it from our parents and stuff.
Mhm.
It was not a cheap trip,
Went on no field trips.
and it wasn't mandatory. It was like a weekend or a week or something, and not everybody went. Like
Yeah,
only if you could afford it.
I think most people did though. But
Most people did,
Yeah.
but I know that there was like a select amount of kids
yeah,
that
if you
didn't go.
But yeah, anyways, like back then, since we were so young, we had like this whole buddy system thing where like you always had your buddy, you had to stay with them. If they went to the restroom, you had to go with them, right? So one slightly snowy day, my buddy needed to go to the restroom, and reverse executor.
Whoa, nice.
Nice.
So I was like, I didn't need to go. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go. I was waiting, and like, I realized he was going number 2 eventually because I started feeling awkward, like just kind of standing, in the bathroom, not going, waiting for
Oh,
someone.
okay.
Oh yeah.
And people
And you
had-
just hear him like,
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It's okay in there.
Jesus Christ, man, get it out.
It was actually kind of quiet, but like, yeah, I guess it did. Might have smelled.
Are you dead?
Well, he was probably super uncomfortable with somebody just standing outside of his stall waiting for him to finish booming.
All right,
Is your poop
let's see.
done?
But
Dude, I
so,
hope you get a Batman
Also-
again.
Being middle school, the kid that gets over the stall and goes, "Oh, there's a kid pooping in here."
I hope no one ever did that to
Right.
you. That sounds so personal.
so like after a little bit, he was like, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" And I was like, "Oh, what did you need?" He's like, "Can you go to my room and pick up an extra pair of underwear for me?"
Oh no.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. No.
And a bag. And I was like, oh my.
Oh.
I was like, wow.
And
alright.
a bag. That's just like all the confirmation you need. And a bag. Oh god, this guy shit himself.
Yeah,
But at least you had like the foresight to like plan ahead. Like this is what I need, and this is what I need him to do.
Damn.
You know, like that's pretty.
I mean, he might have been sitting there thinking about it. He's like, now I have to tell Roy.
Oh, he's absolutely
about
contemplating.
that.
Exactly.
Like,
That's such a fucked thing because you're sitting there like, fuck, like I don't want this guy to just sit here with shit in his pants, but I also don't want to touch his underwear, like
Well,
especially
no,
in middle school.
Yeah, that's not.
I wouldn't want to touch some stranger's fucking underwear, like.
It wasn't a stranger.
Well, it
was
wasn't a
his buddy.
stranger, but
Yeah, I mean, it was clean, sure, but yeah, it was just like, okay. So I ran to the room. It was a blur. I got it. I got a bag. Why is there a weird? Like,
Roy just got like tunnel vision.
that's weird. Anyway,
it's more valuable.
that's not a mystery.
Misprint, misprint.
So I get back and then I hand him his underwear, the bag, and like I wait around for a bit. So, just pooped his pants a little, his underwear, nothing
Just a
big.
little.
He put it in the bag, changed underwear. Okay, everything's good. So then we were like, all right, we gotta throw the bag away because
Yeah.
we're on a school trip. You don't want a bag of poopy.
It's soiled, it's
Wrong.
gone. Yeah, it's done.
It's a full operation at this point.
Say goodbye. I don't care if that's your favorite underwear. Say bye bye. It's over.
And for some reason, like it was so hard to find just a trash can. I don't know why. Like
Oh
they're
no!
usually everywhere. So
Because
we're
they don't
just-
want bears coming around
Yeah.
and like fucking going through the
Right.
trash cans and eating the food.
Now the bear's gonna get new underwear.
Yeah, poopy
You don't
underwear,
want bears with underwear?
doo-doo underwear.
So we're looking around. Like eventually, we finally find one, and we're like, okay, it had one of those pole thingies. I guess to like prevent bears, right?
Uh-huh.
So we pulled it open. He threw it in, and then like a short while later, I was like, wait a minute, this is weird. This is a strangely shaped trash can. Like it was a little covered in snow. So I wiped away the snow to reveal it was actually a mailbox.
The mailbag
God, it
picked
couldn't
up
get
the mail.
worse.
Like, there's a domestic terrorist out here.
Yeah,
Biological
I
warfare.
felt
Oh,
bad
shit,
for
my
what.
Wait, you guys just left it in there?
We can't go and break into a fucking mailbox. Like
That's
one,
it.
it's
That's
hard.
never
Two,
roll
it's a
offense,
federal
yeah.
crime. Like
You are correct. Oh my
I'd rather-
god.
yeah, I'd rather-
Yeah, it's
They
so
just
hard.
come out in the morning. Oh shit!
but Eddie's.
God,
there's-
that smells so
They
bad.
didn't put a shipping address on this. How am I supposed to deliver it?
Oh my
Are
god.
there any perishable valuables or in this package? Well,
Signed, sealed,
there's
delivered.
some
I think
dookie.
there's something shiny in here. I think it's been cited.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Nah,
yeah.
a pig tag.
Yeah, that's the tale. I felt bad, but there's nothing we could do.
Oh,
As kids,
That's hilarious.
poopy.
I
underwear
remember.
in the
I remember
mailbox.
from that trip. I remember from that trip one of the nights because it was like the whole trip was supposed to be like educational. So you'd spend like all day like hiking and like learning about like nature and things like that. And so it was nice, but it was like you are exhausted like every day.
Oh.
Well, hold on.
Man.
What's up?
Onion
What's up?
boy himself.
Bee. I wanted the bee.
It's a fort, though. That's a pretty penny.
That's $11. Not
Yeah.
bad. $11
Very
in
nice.
Lisa.
Bee and Nessa are what we're here for.
That's true. Rainbow
Um,
bee and rainbow nest.
Yeah. I saw you pulled them last time, but they weren't the good one.
You spend
They're
all
worthless.
day. You spend all day hiking and learning things, but just like exhausted by the end of the day. But then they'd have like nighttime activities. And I remember one of those nights, it was like there was an outdoor ice skating rink. And so we all got to go ice skating. And we get there, and they give us their skates, and we're all putting them on. And the teachers and the chaperones are all in this room, and they're all like, okay, some ground rules, basically, of like, don't do this, don't do that. And they're like, no sliding on the ice.
What?
And like, all of us were like, I didn't think about that,
I know it now.
but now I really want to do that. and that's like all we did all night. We would skate as fast as we could, and then just face dive into the ice and like slide into the corner, and like it was just like nonstop. And they would be like, "Hey, stop!" And it was just like you implanted it in our brains, like can't stop
Can't
now.
stop
like,
us.
like at this point,
another
like,
Alistair.
You done goofed.
was never gonna happen before you mentioned it, but now it's like that sounds like a
You
lot of
gave
fun.
us this power.
We're
gonna
like
use
spent
it.
all night sliding on the ice. That's like one of the only things one of the few things I remember from that.
That was the first time I went ice skating, and needless to say, as someone that didn't know how to rollerblade, I fell on my butt.
Oh
It
my
hurt.
god.
Yeah, I think everybody fell pretty much that night. It was a bunch of middle, like sixth graders, like ice skating. It's just nobody's doing good in that situation. I do remember like we had the buddy system, and the buddy system was like you picked somebody, usually a friend, and it was like you were in a cabin with another pair of buddies. Like the cabins had like 4 people, and I remember I had my buddy, this kid I had some classes with, and also took the bus with me, and I kind of come close with, and we were paired up with these 2 guys who were like really good friends. We didn't really know them that well, but like we got to know them over that week. And you weren't allowed to like go into other people's cabins. That was like a very strict rule, like because mostly they just
Who
didn't want
knows
like
what would have happened?
yeah, they want boys sneaking in girls and stuff like that. Mostly, I think just to prevent that. And one night, like the 2 guys that we were with were buddies with another pair of guys that were in another cabin, and so they invited them over, and like it's just like whatever, like oh yeah, sure, like who cares. And so we're playing like card games and stuff, and it was like like one of the guys' name I believe was like Joey, and we were sitting in the middle of this cabin playing card games, and Joey, the way Joey was laying, he was like kind of behind one of the beds or whatever, and we're just like all sitting there playing card games, and one of the chaperones comes into or knocks on the door of our cabin. And we opened it up, and it was a chaperone, but the chaperone happened to be a parent of one of the kids in the cabin. And he was like, "Hey guys, come on! Like you're not allowed to be in here. You know the rules, blah blah blah." And they're like, oh, "Okay, fine." And so one of the kids gets up, and Joey is still like behind the bed to where you can't see him, and he like tucked himself in when the door knocked. And so like the kid's walking out, and the guy's like, "Okay," like the chaperone's like, "All right, guys, have a good night." And we're like, "Okay, boy." And he's like, "Joey, get out from the bed." And he like just pops up. He's like, "Damn it!" He had no reason to know that he was there, but he just like knew that like this kid
He
probably
knows
like
that
hid
Joey.
somewhere.
Yeah,
he knows Joey,
that fucker.
so he knows like he was probably hiding behind something. It was just so
It's
funny.
like,
It was
where's that bitch? I know he's here somewhere.
Joey's done this pick before.
Fool me once.
No, he's not the one that pooped his pants.
no, it was not it.
It's just like kids, especially like elementary school to middle school, are some of the like thinking they're getting away with something and it just completely backfiring in their face. It becomes the funniest thing. I
Yeah.
remember, I think
Kids
in
always think they're
5th,
sneakier than they are.
4th or 5th grade, we were in class, and you know, you're like people like bite on their pencils and stuff like that, and teachers tell you if they see it, tell you not to and crap like that. Well, teacher had like the lights off and playing something or whatever, and this kid's in the corner and he has a pen in his mouth and he's just kind of like doing whatever, just has a pen in his mouth and he is chilling. What's
Amazing.
A sword dog.
that? Sword dog. Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
Zacian.
Another
The
pretty
look at
penny.
this amazing sword. Amazing.
Oh, it is an amazing series one.
Amazing.
Amazing.
It's about $9.
Yeah.
$9.75.
Dang. You got it all memorized. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
This
I'm
guy's
a Pokemon card master.
You
if
can't
you guys
master
didn't
them.
know.
Wow.
Back
But
to
yeah,
Ashton's pencil.
So this kid, he's just kind of chilling, watching everything, and at one point, I think he just goes, teacher goes like, whatever, like looks at him, and she like turns on the light, and the pen broke in his mouth. And this kid's mouth is blue. It is
Disgusting.
it's just
So gross.
all the
Gross.
ink broke out of the back of this
So
pen and is just now covering his mouth. She was just like, "Oh god damn!" I had to take him to the office. They had to call poison control.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Go
swallowed
over
some of
and
it. Like,
check
no,
out this
no
kid.
doubt.
And it's just, it's just like I have the image of this kid just sitting there with just ink all around his
Oh my
lips,
God.
his mouth.
That's so gross.
That
Also,
was
this kid is also not the smartest.
It's always that
Because-
kid.
I was I think again in 4th or 5th grade because I had the same teachers and the same class basically in 4th and 5th, so we just changed around. And one time we're in one of the teachers' classrooms, and the other teacher is the next door room over, and we're just hanging out, and the other teacher just opens the door and is like, looks at the teacher, just like, "Can you watch my classroom? I gotta take that kid to the office." And she's like, "What happened?" The teacher was the science teacher, and she had minerals and stuff. One of them was sulfur. He fucking ate the sulfur.
Oh my god.
It's like a tiny little piece
Doesn't
of
that
it.
smell bad? Like,
Yeah, it smells like.
Bad, it's
it smells like
poisonous. It's
gas.
everything.
I mean, it smells like farts.
She was just like, "I gotta go take him to the office. So I'll be right back. Please watch the kids." And I'm like, "How?"
They use
Maybe-
sulfur for fart bombs and stuff. Like,
I remember
Ooh.
that.
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
Sleepy
That's a good
boy.
one. That's a good one. That's a
Maybe he was
dollar.
like big braining it though. It's like,
I-
I know. If I eat sulfur, they're gonna have to send me home. Like
this kid pops a pen.
Like,
in
I'm
his
willing to
mouth,
risk
and I
it
think I
all.
wanna
Yeah,
say it's
exactly.
the same year.
why would you put
Eats
sulfur?
the
You know?
sulfur.
you didn't study for that test. You gotta eat sulfur and find a way out.
There wasn't a test that day. It was just look at these rocks. Look, like this is what they look like. This is how they're formed. And this kid goes, "This yellow rock, this yellow smelly rock looks delicious."
You
Oh,
wanted
let me
to
eat it
some
right quick.
eggs. Okay.
Oh, Brian, you might remember. You know, you've met him very briefly before. Remember that one time we were getting boba with Devin, and that random guy just came up to us and was talking to Devin, and Devin asked if we can give him a ride somewhere, and he got in the
Yeah,
back.
that fucking guy that wanted
It's
a
that kid.
ride, and
It's that
Oh
guy.
that was the worst. I was so mad. We're getting boba. It's probably 8, maybe 9 later or something like that. We're getting boba, and we're just sitting there talking, and out of nowhere, our friend is like, "Hey, my buddy, this guy needs a ride. It's my buddy. It's just down the street. Can we give him the ride?" And the dude's standing right there, and so it's not even really a question. It's just
Yeah.
"Hey, give this guy a ride," basically. And I'm just kind of in an awkward position. I'm just "Oh,
You're the
where
one
is
with the
it?"
car here.
Yeah, I'm the only one driving. It's just I'm just "Where is it?" And they're literally just across the street at the hotel over there. And in my head, I'm like, why can't you just fucking walk over there? It's right there. And there's "Oh," and then I come to find that somebody's looking for him, and that's why he doesn't want to just walk over there. It was so
He
fucking
said,
weird.
I think it was the cops were looking for him.
Something weird.
Probably
No,
for good reason. Then.
No, it was something like that, but we didn't find out until he was already in the car. I was okay, and we didn't have room. I'd already have five seats
we
taken.
had plenty of room because it was just us three, and he was just all right, just get in the back, and he was like, "No, can I get in the trunk?" And we're like,
Oh yeah.
"What?"
He
And he was
was being super awkward, and I was
can't be seen or something.
he was being super weird, and I was just dude, I don't want this guy to He was just so on edge and weird, and I was this guy's gonna fucking attack us or something if I say no. It was super weird. So yeah, we put him in the trunk. We go across the street to this fucking dingy ass motel where all these sketchy people are hanging out in front of the motel rooms, and we pull up, and I stop, and I'm get out of the I'm tell him to get out of the trunk, and he's hit open there's a part where you could kind of how you kind of talk into the trunk where there's a hole or something, and get out of the trunk. I pop the trunk, get out of the trunk, and he's "Hey, can you just drive up more or drive around buy some time?" And I'm dude, get the fuck out of my car, go get out. And so he gets out, and we're driving off, and I'm "Devin, don't you ever fucking offer my car as
For real.
transport for anyone ever again. How
Ooh.
fucking dare you?" What is that?
Ooh.
What is that?
Drapion?
No, I don't think he's worth anything.
Is that the full art? No, that's
But he
the...
looks cool. You can't just ignore
Yeah.
his coolness.
We're
Measure
here
it.
for
Look at it,
imaginary
shininess.
buffs.
Bathe in
Hey,
it.
he's 466. That's not
No,
bad.
no, it's not. That one's
Dude.
$1.
Full art.
75 cents. No, that's not the
Yeah,
full art.
a lot
That's
of
just
the
the
V cards are
that's just the V.
like
That's
a
not full art.
dollar. Yeah.
What the fuck is the difference?
That art
Look
looks
at
pretty
the
cool to
pose.
me.
Look
That
at
was
the
like a
pose.
Full ass art. Yeah, I was so pissed. I was like, "Don't you fucking ever offer my card for a ride ever again?" You son
That
of a
sounds
bitch.
creepy.
It was just funny.
Like,
'cause
I'm
he
not
just came
harboring a
up to
fucking
us.
criminal in my card.
We were just chill, drinking boba, minding our own
Did he like
businesses.
apologize later? Was he like, "Oh my bad, I didn't know," or was he?
He-
No,
yeah,
he
he kinda-
kinda
he-
probably did.
He
but-
kind no, he kind of tried to be like, I didn't know like the full story, blah blah. And I was like, okay, that's fine, but like, you just ask me. Don't fucking like say it's cool and then come up to me and be like, is it cool? Like, you like, oh, let me ask my homie.
Yeah.
And then I have the free will to say no. Like, don't pimp out my card to people that I don't fucking know. Jesus.
Damn, that's
Especially
rough.
people who just generally look sketchy. It
The whole
was
thing
like-
is
it was
yeah,
like-
the way he was talking.
Yeah,
about, like,
honestly,
it was
as soon
just
as he was
such
like,
bad
"Can I go in the
energy
trunk?"
whole
I would
time.
have been like, "No, take it or leave it."
I know I
I'm
should.
sorry, you gotta
It was-
walk.
It's like, yeah. Also, like at that point, I would have been like, "No, it's right down the street." Oh wait,
There's your Nessa, Leroy. Look
Yeah.
at
Typical
it. Beautiful.
uncommon
Dollar
Nessa.
Nessa.
Oh. Yeah,
Well,
that
I
shit
know. I
was-
just
okay.
wanted to point it out because last time you pulled her, you didn't say anything.
Well, guy.
We're not
Yes.
here for the uncommon.
You
Leroy.
took personal offense to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I watched the whole first episode and I was like, "Oh, they can't hear me."
I'm in
glad
the
you're-
conversation.
I'm
Oh,
glad
I
you're here
love
now.
podcasts.
Uh-oh.
It's just like hanging out with my
Yeah.
friends. Wait, no, they can't.
Well,
hear
yeah,
me.
this is the one time I was listening to the podcast and like, wait, those are my friends, like for reals this time.
Actually,
know
talk to
them.
him. Why can't I talk to him?
There's something really shiny back here
Oh.
after
Oh,
this
shit.
card.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dusty.
Dusko.
No, after this one. It's
That's still pretty
real
cool, though.
shiny.
Real shiny, like
how shiny
rainbow
you talking?
shiny. Like, yeah.
What do you guys think
What are
it
we
is?
looking at? I'm gonna say
Pikachu?
it's opal.
It's Pikachu.
I was
It's
waiting
rainbow
for
opal.
it's a shinier Duskull somehow.
Maybe it's just regular VMAX Pikachu. Oh, okay.
Oh,
What is
So we
that?
got a
Colossal
colossal
VMAX.
VMAX.
Dude, they added Evangelion? I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't even know what that thing is.
it's so shiny. The camera's
Yeah.
having a hard time
It's a
picking it up.
solid. It's a solid 886.
Move it closer. Move it closer. Oh, that's-
No, Brian, you keep looking at the full art.
No,
It's
that's a
VMAX.
VMAX. That's
No, that's
I look at-
Colossal V full art. Look at the pose. Look at the
Yeah,
pose.
It's all the same to me.
It's $7. Solid
Oh.
$7.
Oh, okay. 886 to $7. Whatever.
Hey, it's a solid difference. Nickels and dimes, dog. They matter.
It's nice
I'm
that
not,
the
like,
cards are
Claiming that it's $30,000.
It is $30,000 though.
Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, it does.
It's that one of those non-Pokemon, like Buzzwole. that I keep telling aren't
Colossal's a
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
I don't know. I keep getting told otherwise.
I don't know the extended lore.
What are they called, Damien?
The Uber Beast, right?
Yeah, Ultra Uberby, something like that.
don't
The
think that-
Uber Beast,
Yeah, those are specifically Pokemon that are engineered. in
as
Germany.
Nietzsche once theorized, man is just striving to be the Uber Beast.
Did you say Avicii? RIP.
Oh no.
Ceviche?
Delicious. 10 out of 10 would eat again.
Anyone else remember a funny tale? Damien, Leroy?
My memory's pretty bad, but Leroy says he has the best memory ever, so he can remember one.
Yeah,
He's there
sure.
he's sober during all the drunk moments, so.
I mean,
Better
do you
have
guys really
something.
want me to sit here and expose all of you?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you think
Sure.
it's that funny.
Nah. Let's see.
I'll give one drunk memory, and then Leroy can attest to how much I remember correctly. That I think that is one of my favorite drunk stories. back in the early 20s, college years, as kids are prone to doing, we used to go to these house parties, like probably twice a month, maybe once a month. That were like, it was just mostly a bunch of people that we knew or kind of halfway knew from like high school, and it was always in this like huge backyard with like a den area inside, and it was like the best parties because it was like 4 or 5 beer pong tables. They had like a gazebo where people were just passing around like a bong. It cost us like nothing because there was always drinks there no matter what. Like maybe you could bring something to help out, but it was like the perfect situation every time. There was never any drama. The cops never got called on us. Like it was like, wait, what was that? A special card? Did I miss something?
So the VMAXs aren't too expensive.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah, it was like the perfect situation. There's never any drama. Never got the cops calling us. At most, somebody would just get like really drunk occasionally, but they always had like somebody there to take care of them or get them home safe. But we would always go to these parties, and our ride home was always Leroy because he lived just down the street. So whether he went to the party or not, we could just call him, and then he'd come pick us up, and we would just crash at his place because it was just like the easiest option. And one of those nights, our good buddy Brian got
I
drunk.
know this story like the back
And it was
of my
like,
hand.
and I think at the time, I'd maybe seen him like tipsy, buzz, like a little like fun drunk, silly fun drunk, but never like drunk, like never out of control drunk. And so we're driving home. We were in like your mom's car, I think, Leroy, or something like that. Because I remember it was like the like silver SUV or something like that. And he's in the back seat, and we're on our way back to your house, and we're talking to him, and we're having like a deep conversation about like his future and like what he wants to do with his life. That's what we would do occasionally. And he's talking about like, I want to get so good at StarCraft. Like he's so into StarCraft. I just really want to get it. I see these other like StarCraft players, and they're so good. And I just like, I look up to them, and I just want to be just like them. These pro gamers, blah blah blah. And this was caused like all by surprise. We're like, wait, you want to be like a gamer? We were like,
no. The most surprising part was that he didn't want to be the best. He wanted to be second best.
Yeah, because
to his favorite streamer.
Yeah, his favorite pro gamer was number one, and he was like, no, I'll never be as good as him, but I want to be at least second best. I want to be the second best gamer in the world. And I swear to God, at one point we didn't hear what he said, and we were like, what did you say? And he was like, something gamer. And he like, I'm not paraphrasing. He literally said like something gamer. And we're like, wait, what? Like, what? And so then we park, and where we're parked, we're like there's like this huge fucking tree and like bushes right next to where we parked. And I get out of the car, and we open up the back seat to let Brian out, and he comes out and just like falls right into the bush, like doesn't even get like a step in, and just goes straight into the bush. And we're like dying laughing, and we pick him up, we bring him inside, we get to Leroy's house. Leroy lets us in, and we get in, and like most of us just come straight to the living room because we know where we're gonna be, where we need to go. And Brian and Leo are still in the hallway walking in, and we just hear like
the entryway,
we just hear like a crash, and everybody's like and turns around, and all you hear is Brian go, "It was Leroy." And then
we all know damn well it wasn't me.
After, Leroy's like, "No, it wasn't. Brian knocked over one of the candles or something like that."
Yeah, it was like a candle holder, but it was like it had glass around it.
Yeah,
it's hard to describe. It was
just like he knew
thing.
Like. It just was like immediately was like Leroy did it, like just immediately threw Leroy under the bus, and he's like helping him in.
I was so mad.
and then we get him in, and he's like still just like a little sloppy. So I'm like, okay, we just need to get him in a place where like we are comfortable with him falling asleep. So like let's get him some like water, maybe some like bread or something, and let's get a bowl out just in case.
This
And
is
so-
when you like babied him, like had
Yeah,
to like
so
bottle feed
like
him.
we're like get water. We got a water bottle from him, and we're giving him the water bottle like Brian, drink the water, and he's like no. He like refuses to drink the water. He's like, I don't need it. I'm fine. I don't want to drink any water. We're like, Brian, come on, just drink the water. Drink the water and we'll go to bed. And he's like, no. And yeah, so literally at one point, he's like but he can't like hold himself up. Like he's like laying there like trying to like get up and he can't. And so at one point I just like kind of grab him and nurse him like in my arms, and I'm like, here, take a sip. And I have the bottle open, and he like takes a sip. And like a little like baby sip, and then he swallows. And I'm like, good. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, take another one. And I'm like, literally just like, yeah, like baby goat, like nursing him a bottle of water, like sip by sip, like little sip by, until we literally finished the bottle. And then we had the bowl out, and he starts like doing like the like convulsing thing for like
gagging.
and I'm like, get the bowl, and like they break the bowl over, and I flip him over, and he like pukes all up in the bowl, and like somebody was like, is everything okay? And I was like, we got it in the bowl.
Yeah, this is the first time that you guys like successfully prevented.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, we were like so on it, like everything worked out perfectly, and then like Leroy's freaking out because he thinks that like we ruined the bowl, and he's like taking it to the sink and like washing it with bleach, and we're like, Leroy, you're not gonna be able to eat from that bowl because there's bleach on it. And he's like, no, I gotta get it all out. And like, it's not like the throat's not gonna stain it. It was like a metal bowl. It was like not gonna be in it. But yeah, that was just so funny.
Bowl.
It was just. Was it? I don't know. I thought it was like just like a standard.
It was like a standard
cooking
bowl.
But yeah, it was just like sitcom-ish, like just movie level, like drunkenness.
Yeah.
Just like the like immediately blaming Leroy for what he did.
Always blame Leroy. When in doubt, blame Leroy.
Like,
I was so mad because like that was also like you said earlier, that was the drunkest we've ever seen him at that point.
Yeah.
Like we never seen him that drunk. So like I was just like,
at that point.
I'm gonna have to deal with all this later. Luckily, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too. Yeah, like it didn't get like it. There was like worse.
Oh, so there's definitely been worse.
There was
definitely been
like the times definitely that were worse when we didn't get it in the bowl.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like every other time.
They all led up to that moment.
Yeah.
You know, that was training for that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, could I just say, it's when you started the story, I thought it was going to be about you, but it was the other Brian.
In.
To those who don't know, we have another friend called Brian.
I said our friend Brian.
Yeah.
Why would I say Brian, the drunkest I've ever seen him at the time?
No, not that point. Like when you started, like I'll say a funny drunk story.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say it about yourself.
Okay.
Brian would never drag himself
videos,
like that.
He'll know what you said about him.
What's up, right?
I don't know which of my drunk ones are funny stories. I don't know.
No, but that was a good story. Like,
it was just like, because it was like no harm. It was just straight up just like him being drunk and like silly and like saying silly things.
And like all the previous experiences from like having a friend being super drunk and vomiting. You guys at that point were just ready.
Yeah.
we knew what to look out for, what to expect.
I was super happy about that. I was upset that he got super drunk and vomited, but I was like, at least everyone else was ready and like prepared this time.
Yeah.
To get everything
the
handled.
most damage just being that one random candle holder is a pretty good result.
Yeah. Honestly. Good night. That was a good night.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Good stuff.
Jesus.
How far are we? We are still on Celebi, or are we in Pikachu now?
We're still on the first
Still on
half.
the first half.
Yeah.
Did you guys know the Z Snake turned into a Gundam? I didn't know.
Yeah.
The what? Wait, what?
The what?
Who the what? What?
The Z Pokemon.
You know,
I
in
forgot
X
it.
and Y, there was a snake.
Wait. Oh yeah, it was.
But they never made a Z version.
No.
Well, like this dude has a little like Optimus Prime head or something right here.
Yeah.
I need to
Does look pretty cool.
It's fucking weird.
What will Game Freaks think
Oh,
of
jeez.
next?
Don't damage the cards.
Man, Game Freak always throws me for a loop. Like, I wanted to get Pokemon Z so bad, so that like I didn't buy X and Y because I knew, oh, they're gonna make a third version, like they always do. And even though the generation right before it was Black and White 2, and I was like, where's Gray version or whatever?
Right? Which would have been a very boring
I
name
was
for a
like-
version
Yeah.
too.
I guess.
When it's
I mean, the
obvious, they never
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
that's
was
true.
Black and White 2 is still the only one that just had an actual just like 2 next to it,
Sequel,
right?
Yeah,
straight
like
up.
a direct sequel.
Ultra Sun and Moon also had a sequel like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, but I thought those were just enhanced remakes. Like,
Oh, I see. Oh,
Yeah,
I see what
like-
you mean. So, like,
Oh, were they
Like,
separate?
there
was
was,
Black and
like,
White 2 a
Crystal-
separate story? I thought
yeah,
that was
like
also
you're
just
different. You're
upgrades.
two
It's the
different
same
trainers
like
and everything.
Pokemon, same kind of gameplay. It's just different story.
Oh,
Wouldn't-
weird.
Wouldn't Gold and Silver technically count as direct sequels? Because you go back to Kanto like 3 years later.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like it's the only
But that
one
was the
like
first-
not
that was the
uniquely
first
named. Like
Equal, technically.
Yeah.
you know,
So they
It
were
is the
trying
first,
to
like,
keep-
numbered sequel.
They were trying to keep a like storyline, but then after a while, they were just like, "Fuck it, we could just make new
we can
countries."
do whatever
and
we want. We have the power. We control this land.
So yeah,
It's
I was
ours.
I just remember being super upset because I would always like the third version the best, right? Like yellow version, crystal version. It was always the coolest one. So I was
We
like,
thought
I'm
you were
gonna
ahead of the
wait
game this time. You're like,
Yeah, the one time I was like, I'm not gonna get it either. I'm gonna wait. They just didn't do it. I was so sad.
I was like, I think X was my first one I've played since Gold and Silver. I was like-
Whoa.
I just remember going to GameStop and I was like, I want to get a 3DS, and they had the X and Y 3DSs, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that one. And I don't remember which one I got, X or Y. Let me see. I think I might have got X.
Did you went with the Deer God?
I'm
I
gonna
went
say
with Dear God.
I
I
went with
might have
Deer
got
God.
Y.
I
Oh,
only, I only
yeah, I
got like
got
halfway
X.
through that game though. I did not beat that game at all.
oh,
Let's
Pikachu.
Oh,
Not the full art. Sorry.
oh, yo.
I'll take it.
I didn't realize
You
I had to
literally
make a
come to
man
your house
battle
and
net. Hold on, the game has changed. I need to charge this 3DS now.
Dude, fight me.
That's a
No,
$2
I'm never battling anybody.
baby.
I've explained the story to I think both Roy and Damien that I will never play anybody in Pokemon. I refuse.
You just
I
gotta
got my-
train a little
I
bit.
have got my shit pushed in by so many friends that it's ridiculous. They go, "Oh, we'll take it easy on you. Don't worry. I'll use my weak team." And I go, "Yeah, but you're still gonna kick my butt." Like, no, don't worry. You can use legendaries, use whatever. I'm like, "No, but you're still gonna win." Like, let's just do it. Come on, it'll be fun. Sure, whatever, fine. Play him, lose in like 2 minutes, and I'm like, "What did I say?" You're gonna kick my butt. Like, let's just play again. And I'm like, "No, there's no point. I'm not. I don't." EV train my Pokemon. I like do what I want. I go, yay, this Pokemon looks cool, and I play with it.
Yeah, this Pokemon goes bzz.
Yo, this
This
one
one's
has
got
a
a
bowl on his
horn.
head. Nice.
I feel you though. Like when everyone started EV training and
Dude,
going
look at
try
this
hard,
skunk
I was like, man, I'm gonna have to keep up with this. I don't wanna. I EV trained one team, and then Damien came in with his bright powder. Was it?
Yeah, my Arcanine had bright powder on it, which like
I-
lowers the accuracy of your opponent.
I was,
So
Oh, no.
he had like a Lapras, I think, and he
Yeah.
was trying to like surf
yeah,
my
like how
Arcanine.
to surf it. Easy win, right? Nope.
I-
Missed
I-
every time. And
Yeah,
I was
think
like,
I
what
dodged it, like,
black
3 times
magic
in a
did
row
you
or
do?
something.
I was like, did you turn your Arcanine into a Suicune? Is it walking on water? What's going on here?
It did no extreme speed, so I think the lore was that it was just literally running on water really quickly.
In high school, when people like EV training started to get like super popular, and everybody was like taking their Diamond and Pearl teams and like EV training them and stuff, a friend of mine explained it as EV training is like giving in to the dark side in Star Wars. It gives you it gives you more power, but you would never go back to being a Jedi. Like you never get
but
to
you
go.
win.
Pretty good way.
Winning's
That's what
the
they
only
say.
thing that matters.
What did he say? It was like it gives you this ultimate power, but like your innocence is gone, your naivety is gone. You'll never go back to being a child playing Pokemon again.
That is
Join
like,
us,
well,
Brian.
guess I'm
that is
never
such an
movie
accurate
training
way
then.
to describe it.
Become a giant sweat lord. I thought Damien wanted to battle Noof and Mega Man Battle Network. I was like, oh, I want to do that.
I've never played that
If
game.
you could do that, I'd do that. I need to
think
play
you
Battle
can.
Network.
I played Battle Network for sure.
You could battle
I need to
friends.
find mine.
That game's fun.
Oh, I love Battle Network. What? Red Sun
was-
and Blue Moon.
It was Blue and White, and then it was Red, Sun, and Blue Moon. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. What's the one I have? I think mine was like Mega Man Battle Network 5.
I had White, and then I had Red Sun. I think.
Let's see what is this one? This one is Battle
Oh.
Mega Man 5. Oh, is this even? I don't even think this is Double Team. So this isn't even either of those.
I think
I don't
Double
think I've ever.
Team was a combination of there was like Team Colonel and Team Proto Man or something, and I think Double Team was like both of them in one game,
Oh.
something like that.
So like the cool third version.
Yeah, it's like the D that Leroy never got.
That was the special
Gray
version. And back then, I thought Colonel was pronounced Colonel or something.
I mean, that's how
Oh,
it's spelled.
Yeah, they spell
I
like
was
that.
so bad at
That's how it's,
pronouncing.
yeah, that's
Colonel.
how it's pronounced in a foreign languages.
Dude,
Colonel
growing up-
Sanders.
Growing up playing Clue, I always thought it was Colonel Mustard.
Hey, I feel you. They still
Oh.
read Colonel as Colonel just out of spite.
Spite of the
I
American
never pronounced it
language.
right.
If they wanted it
American
to
English.
pronounce it that way, they should have changed how it was spelled.
I just don't even understand how you go from that spelling to pronouncing Colonel. Like, not
Right?
even in the English language that we learn in school does that make sense. OLO never
No.
pronounces like, ever. I don't know.
Oh, this thing has a big old scratch on it. What the heck?
Where?
Oh, misprint.
Misprint.
With the
I
$500.
can't see this
Please.
scratch,
10.
but oh yeah, you could see
Oh,
the
I see.
scratch right
I
there.
see it.
Is
Oh,
the
yeah,
scratch
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
misprint or just damage?
Yo, write an angry letter to Pokemon right now.
Wait, this is misprinted? Wait, these are all scratched up.
Oh,
Wow.
misprint.
Misprint.
Write
Like if
a
it's
very
one, it's
angry
just damaged. If it's
It's
all
a
of them,
$500
it's
swallow right
misprint.
there.
Scratch. Scratch. What happened at the printers? Scratch. Oh, this one's clean. Kinda. Yeah.
You're gonna draw that rainbow Pikachu scratch.
Big scratch.
Scratch.
Oh, sad news.
Well, then I have video
Bad
proof
news
that it's
bears.
a real misprint and not an altered misprint.
Yes, that's true.
That's so weird.
Joltik.
Magcar Go. Steal it.
Oh, look who it is.
That's not
Go.
the full art then.
It is not.
What the fuck is
it's
a
still
full art?
respectable stealing.
I
Looked up the whole page.
I
Look
mean,
at
this
the
is
pictures.
full art, but it's not full art, you know? Get it
Oh my
together,
God.
Brian.
Oh my god.
So if you
Takes
look
up the whole card. Not full art though.
so if you were to look at like the non-full art versions, it's like you see the bottom of it has like some stuff that like blocks the rest of it. On the full art, everything's clear behind all the wording and stuff. That's technically like even like the Steelix where it says Steelix is on that one is like grayed out behind it, and on the full art it's just the background picture blends into that area.
Nonsense.
It is. It absolutely is. Because there's no point in calling it full art when
They're all
the whole body and everything is there.
I think it's just because it has no background and it's just focused on the design of the Pokemon. But sometimes I like the regular arts more. There's more detail.
I remember. I think one of the cooler looking art, especially in like the old
What
like
am I
original
looking at?
ones. I think what is it, Giovanni's
Spoons.
Machamp?
That's the Pokemon, the spoon.
Uh,
This, some white goo.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
this flying spoon isn't the Pokemon, and it's like casting this white goo out of it, you know?
It's Alakazam's spoon.
Mossberry.
His spoon became sentient.
Dude, yeah, well, hold on. They can finally make Alakazam cards again. Or was it
Kadabra.
Kadabra?
No, it's Kadabra.
Uh,
They've always been able to make Abra and Alakazam. They just haven't made Kadabra because fucking Yuri Geller or whatever.
I don't even
Well,
know
now
if he
they
knew
can.
about it, right? He heard about the whole thing and he's like, whatever, they can do it.
Well, yeah, it was
recently,
basically
right?
like originally because his whole thing was he bent spoons with his mind,
Mhm.
and so especially like Kadabra having the one spoon and would always bend it like without using his hands. And so I think originally he like filed like some kind of Dakia.
Dialga.
Some kind of lawsuit against it, and so they're like, well, I guess we can't print any Kadabra cards, and so they never did. And then recently, someone made an article about it, and it kind of got a little popular. It wasn't crazy, but I guess he saw it somehow, and was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They can do it.
wow.
Sorry that I did this so long ago. Like, well, I guess we can print Kadabra cards now.
Interesting.
That Dialga is 42 cents.
Whoa,
Congratulations.
sleep
Oh,
that shit.
yeah.
Upload it. Fucking sign, seal, deliver.
That's the nice thing about Pokemon. Cards are all worth nothing, except for that one card. That's like every set. There's just one card that's worth everything, and if you don't get it, you're a loser.
Got him.
Dude, look at the energy card.
Oh my god, I got like that scratched print sheet. Let me see if I can get that. Oh.
Well,
I see.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
at least it highlights the scratches.
That's why we're using this
Weird.
high-tech camera that specifically goes after scratches.
It finds the
X-ray
flaws.
camera.
Dude,
The
this
colors
is,
might look a little different, but we know
Yeah.
the scratches because of it.
This is like whatever they used to cut the cards, it just like fell and they like scraped it against the whole sheet. Like it's weird.
Well,
Strange. So especially since it's a completely different pack than the last one.
Throw it all in the trash.
Yeah, but I think like this box might have all had cards from that sheet that they cut, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
I'm gonna collect the whole set of scratch cards.
yeah,
world
yeah.
first.
It's a fortune, I'm telling you. You got the misprints.
I like Shedinja.
Wait a minute. Why
What?
does he have more than 1 HP?
That
Well,
guy's got way too much HP.
Yeah.
Well, this game had power creep. You know? They had to give him more than 1 HP because
It's
They gave him
supposed to.
29
One-
HP ups.
That's not game accurate.
That is not.
Shit. Got me.
like look at this
Oh.
art. This little kid's or dude's soul's getting captured by the back of it. That little hole in its back.
Yeah, Pokemon are terrifying in
Yeah.
lore universe.
Yeah.
It's like Chandelure. Oh, it's
Or
scary as hell.
Dusknoir.
You never want Chandelure to follow
Yeah.
you to gain attraction because that means you're about to die.
Yeah,
He's waiting.
Basically, all the ghost Pokemon are.
yeah.
just-
like, most of them are just like, oh, it used to be a human.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
once
used to be
somebody
human
dies,
or it's waiting for you to die. It's one of the two.
terrifying.
If I just
Like-
captured your body into this sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, in the recent anime, the what was it? Not Sun and Moon. The Journeys, the one on Netflix.
Mhm.
They had an episode with that Pokemon, and they slightly censored it, where they were describing that if the legs are like bent when it's walking, it means there's a soul body in there, and if it's not, there's not. So in the original, they would like show like just like silhouette of a body like getting lowered into the sarcophagus, but in the dub, they just like they still have the sound and everything, and they're still talking about it, but they just cut that scene out entirely. And I was like, huh, weird. What a like specifically weird way to censor it.
Well, there's always been like weird censorships in Pokemon cartoons.
Yeah, but that was back in the
Yo, free my
Orchids
boy
days.
Polygon.
Nah, free my boy James and his fake titties.
They had that episode. They just didn't have that scene.
Yeah, I know because it's censored.
Free,
Free my
boy
lesbian couple Sailor Scouts.
They're cousins?
My ass.
Cuz.
No, I feel like that was the worst way to handle that because it just made them like weirdly
It made them
incestuous.
incestual, yeah. It's
Yeah.
fucking weird, dude.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
know,
I never-
incest is legal in several states in America, actually.
Oh my god.
No, never.
Boy.
We call those states sailor states.
At least with cousins. I mean, like,
Oh my
cousins is somehow more legal, or I mean, is still legal
More
in a lot of
acceptable.
states. Yeah. Even
I-
though genetically it's bad and
I
kind of
for-
weird, anyways.
I forget why, but like every once in a while, I always see people shipping Ash's mom and Jesse together, and it's like it's
I've
always
never heard of that one.
things. It's really funny.
That's
It's just like-
crazy.
There's
Jesse.
always like out there pairings that.
Yeah.
But
No
it's always
way.
like constantly that. It's always Ash's mom and Jesse.
Maybe they had an episode recently. Like,
Hey,
sometimes
I mean,
it's
I
Ash's mom
definitely
and
have
Oak.
not been keeping
Yeah,
up.
they got
And
tired
some-
of Ash's mom and Oak, the original.
Yeah, I've
pairing.
seen that one, and yeah, maybe Ash's mom and Mr. Mime since
Yeah,
he's
that's
always at
the weird
home.
one. The Mr.
That's a
Mime.
weird one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit's gross.
But it's out there. It's all out there.
That's like daddy babysitter stuff. It's like
Giraffe rig.
I think in the world of Pokemon, they probably don't fuck Pokemon because they eat them.
What?
You know,
Well, they
bestiality,
just, like-
bestiality exists,
I
Roy.
was gonna say, you could do
I just
both.
like kind of zone
Not that
out
you
for a
should.
sec.
no,
What?
it's highly looked down upon in the world of Pokemon. You can't
Doesn't mean it doesn't
do
happen.
that to your food.
Hey, I
Right.
agree with you, but
I know it happened. Yeah,
There's some
there's
weirdo out
people
there.
out here fucking animals.
Detective Pikachu 2, sex
Oh, no.
trafficking.
Please don't do that.
Oh, that'd be
Child.
gross.
Detective Pikachu takes down an entire like Pokemon sex trafficking ring.
No.
All the Gardevoirs
God.
Go.
and the Jigglypuffs.
No. 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 No.
That's- Now I know which Pokemon you find the most attractive, but okay.
No. No.
Because she's got the big suck. The big...
Wait,
And this just will be a giant bleep. I don't want to hear this.
please.
No, it'll be like a really intense episode of like Law and Order Special Victims Unit, but Pokemon.
Never allowed
additional.
that.
That's banned.
Ooh,
It's all
we got
banned.
The other dog.
No,
Oh,
Shield Dog.
Shit.
Amazing shield dog.
Shield
He's
dog.
got little like circles. Oh, it's kind of hard to see on camera. There's like a circle pattern printed on. Oh, you can kind of see.
I kind of see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
$7.88.
And then
Good
bam.
Nice.
Shit.
Talonflame.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
This card's
Saving the
worth more, right? Talonflame's like
Yeah.
a buck. Yeah.
Yeah. Around that.
I
area.
always
Just
like
hide.
the region bird Pokemon. They're always
Oh yeah, yeah,
they're always decent to add to your team.
yeah. They're decent Pokemon. They always look nice for the region they're in.
It's just stereotypical bird.
I
You
think
want
the
a
only
bird?
one,
Here's
yeah,
a bird. Enjoy
Yeah,
it.
the only one I didn't like-
57 cents.
the
Not
only one I
bad.
didn't like was like P-Dub, I think. The one that literally just looked like a pigeon.
Yeah, I didn't like P-Dub either.
All the birds are starting to look same. There's only
I
so
didn't
many
like
birds.
I didn't like P-Dub and I didn't like Starly. Starly was boring. as
Starly
hell.
was kind of lame.
That's the one from Hoenn, right?
That's Diamond and Pearl, I believe.
Oh wait. Oh right.
The
Yes.
one that kind of looks like Pidgey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
That shit
It
was
was like
I mean,
the dot
recently the best bird is Corviknight or whatever. Corviknight.
Oh yeah.
Bird.
Yeah, he
Big
looks like
bird.
way too like detailed.
That's a
'Cause
Dark
he's
Souls bird.
big.
Yeah, he's all armored up. I'm like,
This boy
Game
can
of
lift a
Thrones
whole
bird.
taxi with people in it.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
facts.
fucking goth ass medieval nightbird.
That guy studies Edgar Allan Poe for sure.
Oh, absolutely. He's like the Raven. That's about me.
Ah,
Nevermore.
They're like, damn, this guy is metal as fuck.
Yeah, his Pokemon cry is just him saying nevermore.
They're like a nevermore, like a demon
Oh my god.
cry.
what the-
I wish.
Leroy, make it real.
Corviknight would be the lead singer of like a death metal band.
He already has a name. Like they should have just named that bird Nevermore.
Him and that Alolan Zigzagoon, right? Not Alolan.
Yeah,
Galarian
yeah.
Zigzagoon.
Galarian Zigzagoon, the Kiss.
Galarian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Kiss
just Kiss.
Zigzagoon.
Start your
Kiss
band like
Zigzagoon and Alolan Meowth.
that.
Alolan Meowth. Dude,
All the
Alolan
soft Pokemon.
Persian got gypped. That's
I don't
all I got.
remember.
Oh,
It has like a giant bobblehead.
It's just
Oh
round,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it looks stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. They made Alolan Meowth look like a fucking like street thug, and then they made Persian look like a dumb plush toy.
Looks adorable.
Oh yeah, he's bad. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Y'all think about this toucan
Yo!
and Sam.
Yo,
This toucan
toucan
and Sam.
Dude, I used
the
him in my
best.
I used him
Toucan
in
is the
my
best
moon
Pokemon.
team.
What
Yeah,
the-
no, he shoots a cannon.
He's the life of the party.
Look, he has a Fruity Loops cannon too.
Yo, hold on, can they do that?
I can now.
Fruit Loops, not Fruity Loops. That's the
No,
Nothing's
I
not
thought
on
you
audio
it.
program.
you said that on purpose.
Fruity Loops.
I thought you said that specifically not to be like,
Yeah, no, Roy's a SoundCloud rapper. He makes all his songs on Fruity Loops.
Yep.
Catch me on datpiff.com.
I'm Roy, crack another pack today. All these Pikachus I will slay with my sick bars. I'll throw their
Why?
bodies in big cars.
Oh, oh,
I see you
Damn.
practicing.
Damn.
That's how you get the look. That's how you get the blessings. Unlike Leroy.
He can
Look.
rhyme.
I can't. I
Can't
don't have
even-
bars.
It was
literally
a rhyme,
incapable of
Leroy.
rhyming.
We gave him 20 minutes.
Roy,
He couldn't
wait,
think.
Leroy, rhyme for us.
Alright, I can't. I really can't.
Come
For
on.
anyone who doesn't know what we're talking
Right.
about,
Just,
we play
just-
gotcha games, and to get the good luck, Noof blesses you if you give him a sick bar. I have none.
He has none. This is why
It
Sora's
doesn't have to be a
not
bar,
hard
just rhyme.
smokes. If you ever figure out a reason why Sora's never gonna be in Smash Bros, it's
yeah,
because of Leroy.
it's Noof's fault. No, well,
No,
hold on.
it's
That
Leroy's
wasn't, even,
fault.
that wasn't even a gotcha moment. I was just
Nope.
like, one day I was
But
the
it's cursed because of
direct
you.
was coming up, and I was like, oh, I hope it's somebody good. And you were like, specifically no. Right now, for no reason.
You were like, I
Also,
want Sora, and I was like, no, it's never gonna be Sora. I am cursing you from getting
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
you want.
for
It's
no
never gonna be
reason.
Sora.
That wasn't even like a gotcha pull. There was no. You just did it for no reason. And
Minecraft
then,
Steve.
yeah,
happened.
and
And then we got
Character.
Minecraft Steve, and I was like, well,
Best thing we could have gotten to Smash is Minecraft Steve.
I like Steve.
I
We got Minecraft Steve.
I'm indifferent at this
We
point. I don't even care. The best I could hope for at this point is Bandana Waddle Dee.
Bandana Waddle Dee.
Like if he gets in, I'll
Bandana
be
Waddle Dee.
pretty happy.
Not like
With
a
his
trophy
spear.
or something.
No, he's nothing.
Interesting.
He might be a
Nothing.
spirit. I don't remember.
I think Echo Fighter Tails would be better.
I mean, I'd be cool with that.
Sonic Echo
Godzilla, next fighter.
Fighter.
From the hit GameCube game Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
It's gonna be Echo Fighter Pokemon Trainer. That's just Godzilla, Mothra, and I don't
Dude,
know,
that'd be
Mecha
weird.
Godzilla.
But you know how much Nintendo hates the word melee.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag free melee.
Oh,
No.
we're gonna get canceled by Nintendo. Stop.
They're gonna cease and
no.
desist this video. They're like, we see you opening
know.
Pokemon cards without our permission.
But like, could you get cease and desist for opening Pokemon
No,
cards
you
if they
can't.
really wanted to be like
No.
assholes?
I don't know. I have
I
no
doubt
idea.
it.
I don't think so.
Like,
Especially
where's
if
bought-
I'm not
limitation
you bought the
stop
pack.
nowadays? Like,
He
That's
bought the
true.
packs. He gave them their money.
yeah.
Same
People
people
bought
said about the
games.
people that bought. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
people
people
buy
buy
games and
gears.
music, and they still get cease and desist taken down.
Well, that's a different. But that's a different copyright like law. They all have like music, television, art. They all have their own like laws, so they're all different.
I just don't know where the line ends and begins anymore.
Well,
It seems
get
like
a law
anything.
degree, bud. Study
You
copyright
think
law.
I got money
Oh,
for a law
shit.
degree? You know how much law
Something
degrees
shiny
cost?
here. It's been spotted.
Just
Big
Oh,
shiny
oh.
rainbow Pikachu.
Chimeco!
Let's
I like
go.
the ones
Let's
that
go.
are
Big
yarn.
money.
Oh yeah. That's a nice
Like, they're
detail.
really
It's
creative.
Yoshi's Yarny
Yeah.
World. over there.
Woolly World.
Well, like they're just straight up pictures of things they made, like in real life. At least I
That's
think
dope.
they used to be. They probably still are.
You're gonna make a
Why
whole
would you-
deck that just revolves around that.
All the yarn Pokemon.
Yeah, aesthetic deck.
And
Just
then all like the
yarn.
Dude.
play Pokemon.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome.
My Etsy deck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh!
just,
Let's
it's just a
go.
regular one. It's not the regular one.
$21, baby.
I love that
Pika
Dolores.
For the Pika.
Let's go,
No.
big buddy.
Big Pikachu.
Big.
We got the big boy Pikachu holographic.
Everyone call me Big Pika.
Money,
I love
money, money. This whole thing was worth it just for that one card. Throw
That
all the
one
rest of
card
that
plus all the
trash.
factory flaws, easy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
They're just in that pile somewhere. Now we gotta go.
No, I
through them.
pulled them out, all those scratched up
shit.
ones.
Big money, just like that Pikachu. Oh,
Dude.
3, 4. Flip it, and I.
Good.
It was a play-by-play.
Crocodile.
I drive a Chevy.
So I have a question about the game. Oh, Bea.
No one
they-
cares about your Beas.
Did they stop using the fairy energy cards and the dragon
Yeah,
ones?
they replaced Fairy and probably Dragon. I can only assume it made the balance too complicated. Like, the cards are still legal, but they said they're not printing them anymore.
So wait, they
Okay.
just don't make that type of Pokemon for cards anymore?
No, they'll put like them in Psychic or Normal or whatever. Cause there used
Yeah, like
to be
they
a-
used to be.
Yeah, there used to be
Yeah.
one specific energy for both Fairy and Dragon.
Yeah, they were the newer ones, and I remember because when I first saw them, I was like, those are new. Because I
Mhm.
stopped following the game, obviously, for some time.
Yeah.
And when I saw the two new energy cards, I was like, oh, I want to try to get some. But then I just never did. So now
Yeah,
I'm like,
just
I can't get them.
Well, you can
They
get
don't
them
make them.
online.
I imagine they don't go for that much. They're energy cards, for
Yeah,
Pete's
you could
sakes.
probably get shiny ones for oh,
Dime a
buck or two.
dozen. Now, or have you still been playing the TCG game online?
I haven't
Roy?
played recently. I just wanted to refamiliarize myself with the game. Another double, like these
Super.
These
Give me that, like,
motherfuckers.
Whoop whoop.
They thought we would
The
just be
cooler
okay because
one.
they're
Oh,
shinier.
Super
Duskar.
Dusk.
Let's read the
Super-
flavor text. At the bidding of transmissions from the
Flavor
spirit
text?
world, it steals people and Pokemon away. No one knows whether it has a will of its own.
What the hell, Duskmore?
See, at the
Yeah.
center of the Pokemon sex trafficking ring is Duskmar, stealing Pokemon
Jesus.
away
Why do you keep bringing up Pokemon in text?
from the trainers. And they just
I think you got some things going on there, Brian. You,
Duskmar,
okay?
43 cents, baby.
Oh, that's something I don't want. I would want like a teen version of Pokemon though, like they did for Digimon. I think that would be cool. Like Pokemon Origin or Origins or whatever. That short was kind of like it, where it was a little more like
A little
real-
more mature.
Yeah, more mature.
I keep telling everybody who wants more mature Pokemon, read the Adventures manga.
Right.
It-
But then I have to read,
Yeah, well,
and that's where we come with the problems.
I already know that I'm just reading it to watch Charmeleon cut Arbok in half, and I already saw the
Yeah,
panel,
yeah.
so it's been done. I read it.
yeah, but like the whole story's good too. It's like my favorite Pokemon media.
Toucan Sam.
Toucanny Sammy.
I don't know if you guys saw that promo like music video they put out.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good, but like it just made me think how a Pokemon like Teenage Slice of Life in itself would be entertaining to watch. Where it's like it's
Oh,
not
the-
about getting badges, but just like making friends and like hanging out, living your day to day with your Pokemon.
What the non-people that want to train
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I think a coming of
Uh,
age Pokemon movie would be cool. Like someone just going through the thick of like growing up and like finding their footing in the Pokemon world.
I've always
You
kind
know
of
what did
wondered
do that?
with.
Digimon.
Yeah,
Stop.
we know. We know.
I always kind of
Baron,
like,
is anybody collecting Digimon cards right now, Leroy?
Hey, I don't know, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't follow
correct,
card games.
Digimon.
What
Dude,
what
Digimon
video game is
Leader-
what number of video game is Digimon on right now?
I mean, they're still
3.
making them. They're
Mhm.
still
They
going.
just came out with a new card game.
Yeah.
Actually, you could pre-order or whatever. Maybe it's
There you
not.
go.
video games.
Continue,
Also-
Noof. Continue.
But with like the story of like Pokemon, like, do gym leaders make money? Do they? How does that work
They
exactly?
better. A waste of
Pokemon
fucking
How
world,
do,
every
how do
time
you get
beat
your
someone? You
like?
get their money. That's how it works in the Pokemon world.
Well,
So,
like,
as gym
how
leader,
does-
you're getting people coming to you so you can just beat them for money. It's like the best stuff to have. People
Like, how do you
come to
get? Do you have to get a permit to build a gym specifically for you?
Yeah,
you gotta
Like,
get
like,
it's
I
like
don't
sport
like-
teams. It's like sport
like,
teams.
how
You
does
have to
Brock,
like get
a man
city
who's taking care
approval.
of like 5 kids, while like
That's in
owning
the
a gym.
anime,
That's
though.
his job, Doc. That's his job. That's how he feeds his
Yeah,
kids.
I
at
don't
that
know.
gym.
job is to make kids.
same
Come
in
on,
his kids.
He
They're just
There's
probably gets
siblings.
like he gets funded
You
by
get a-
the Elite Four.
Yeah, like where does the funding come
Look,
from?
there is a Pokemon. There's like a Pokemon battling company basically that runs the regional gyms, and you get a loan from the bank to open up a gym, and
a
you get
Pokeload, if you will.
yeah, and you get licensing and approval from the battle corporation or whatever, and then you're the regional gym leader. And when you want to retire or give it up to somebody else, you just give it to somebody else.
I was say, but then like what? Like I was about to say, like what in the especially like in the anime, what just happened to Brock and Misty's gym? They just like, all right, Ash beat us. We're gonna join you now.
You don't remember?
His gym and
Is,
left.
okay. Let me remind you what happened. Brock's dad was still there. He was just bumming it around, and when Brock lost to Ash, and he's like, "I'm gonna join you," his dad was like, "All right, I guess I'm gonna be a good dad and come back and run the gym."
So after you decided to leave us, I guess I'll
Yeah.
show up as a dad.
Yeah.
Now that my least favorite child has left, I can come back.
You're the oldest.
Yeah.
That's so weird. And for Misty, she wasn't even part of the real gym. Like in the anime, in the game, obviously she's the gym leader. But in the anime, her sisters ran the gym,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and she had 3 older sisters who were just
Yeah,
like did
I
everything.
Older sister.
You're like, I got a dugong.
And Misty was like the not best gym leader. I don't know.
We on
In the
a-
anime, they made them all like valley girls, so
In the
I
anime,
wasn't
she
even
was
sure.
a mermaid, I think. So
That was a good episode.
And in our favorite Pokemon card, she's also a mermaid. Mhm.
And if you get the Japanese version of that very same Pokemon card,
Mm-hmm.
You think
The
we
last
got
You were
something
the
rare in here?
coolest
Oh,
kid
this
in
is
the
the one.
You got Rainbow Opal calling
Let's
it.
Go Pikachu VMAX Secret. Let's go Rainbow Pikachu. Let's go.
Oh,
there's
shit, there's
something.
something
Oh.
shiny in
I
here.
see it. I saw it.
Oh,
Go.
Surfetch!
shit!
Bitch
Wait, this is
himself.
actually textured, so I guess it might be worth a little? I don't know.
It is
I don't know. Full art's $4.
it's $4, baby.
Oh, cool
Look at
art,
this
but...
Bird
Oh!
around
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Allie.
Allie the
Allie,
alligator.
Wow. Oh my
The
goodness.
Mad Lad did it again!
It happened.
PSA 10,
Did it actually come out of the deck?
$50,000. Veiny babies are back, baby.
Sleeve it.
Sleeve
This is-
it.
Top
They're
loader. Where's the
back
top
in
loader?
full
Get it in
force.
Let me pull out a top loader for this bad boy.
Yeah, I need that protected like
Careful,
ASAP.
don't scratch it. This is rare
Hey,
material we
wait,
have.
do the PSA 10 test. Crinkle it, and if it comes back perfectly.
Yeah.
PSA.
Get your Beanie Babies out of your closets, folks. They're coming back full steam out of the alligator. PSA 10.
This just confirmed it.
I'll
Wow.
praise it. 10,000 right off the top of my head. Maybe 20, maybe 30, maybe 40,000.
Yo,
Oh,
Brian.
yo, there's
Alli-
some
the
sick
alligators
bars
cl-
here. No,
It
check
close,
Oh,
almost
what's
one on the
it?
same day you were.
When
Hit
Ali
us.
gets out of classes, he wears a hat and dark glasses. He plays bass in a street band. He's the coolest gator in the land.
Oh!
Alligator's a fucking jazz musician?
Yo,
Dude.
the alligator got better bars than Leroy.
That's because Ali the alligator is tight like that. Okay.
Alligator comes out of class drunk
Leroy,
as fuck
whack.
wearing
The way he
sunglasses. Like,
raps,
damn.
whack. The bars he got, whack. His hair, whack. Allie the alligator,
He's
he's tight.
Fuck.
fuck. Wow, good pool, good pool.
Yeah,
Rob. Oh, bravissimo.
do a
You guys
quick
think it's
run
weird
through.
that? You guys think it's weird that like regional variants of Pokemon have like specific evolutions to them? Like
What do you mean?
Galarian
No.
Zigzagoon cannot become the third version. The
I
third.
think that's like they're different breeds, right? Like a
Yeah.
poodle
That's
won't
what I
grow
always thought.
into a golden retriever, you know?
Yeah,
They're
but like
all
in
dogs.
Pokemon, like they're supposed to be just I don't know. They made it
Okay.
weird because
I-
all Pokemon are supposed to be the same species anyway. So like comparing a poodle to a golden retriever would be like comparing a Pikachu to like Eradicate or
I
something.
kind of can think
No.
about this because I don't know if you guys know this, but crabs have become crabs on 5 different occasions. Like different species have evolved into crabs. 5
Okay,
different
all
times.
right,
That's amazing.
Yeah,
all right.
I've
all
seen
right.
a meme about that.
it's a legit effect. Like
Yeah.
like 5 different species says the ideal shape is crab. Like they all like
We're meant to be
naturally
crabs.
select-
Alright.
So the same kind of convergence evolution I think is happening here, where like the species like the ideal form is far-fetched. So a different species will also become far-fetched. A little different, maybe a little bit more.
But in the
kind of-
Pokemon universe specifically, like they're the same Pokemon, but in a different region, they just
Right.
are different typing.
You could say
Well,
there's
'cause-
side
'cause
evolution.
Environment and climate can
Mhm.
change the
I
way.
mean, crabs are still
It's the
crabs.
theory of evolution itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, Game Freaks was just like, wouldn't fucking coughing look dope as hell with London smokestacks
Yeah,
on his head?
it would.
Would
That's
he look
hilarious.
dope if he evolved into a bong? Like all the potheads would love
Yeah.
that.
No,
Fucking
but
hilarious.
with Coughing and Wheezing, they didn't get an extra evolution, and that's what I'm saying. Some
Sometimes you become a
regional
snow crab,
variant.
sometimes a king crab. The thing is,
Well, it's like-
crabs are crabs.
Yeah,
like
it's
Zigzagoon got a third evolution. Farfetch'd got an evolution period. Like Kanto Farfetch can't evolve, and
Just-
that's messed up.
it's just regional differences.
Exactly.
There's all kinds of examples of that. There's iguanas that live on like tropical islands, and then there's iguanas that live in the middle of the desert, and then there's iguanas that live in like the snow, and they're all iguanas, but they look
Okay,
different.
Yeah, a
because
better
of their
example, right, is
climate.
like there's different ants like in different places. They're bigger, they're different colors, but they're all ants, right?
At the end of the day, they're all zigzagoons.
Those-
Just this zigzagoon is metal as hell.
yeah, this
Oh,
thing is
scratch
a
too.
Kiss fan.
This zigzagoon was influenced by the British punk movement of the 80s.
That's exactly
like-
wants to rock and roll all night and party every day. That's the only difference.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that's you know what? That's true.
I mean, they're like, look at it this way. Executor. There's a lot of palm trees in Hawaii. And so an Alolan Executor would look more like a palm tree.
Yeah, but he doesn't get an extra evolution. He doesn't become like
I know. Because it's
Oh,
just
like
because
Hydra.
where he lives, the climate asks for him to be a palm tree rather than
He
just a
didn't need to
scruffy
be
little.
anything else.
yeah. Also, Alolan Executor apparently is the true form of Executor.
Well, damn.
Yeah, according to Pokemon lore.
It's kind of messed up to call the other Executor not true, but like, okay.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Genetically modified GMO Executor. Genetically modified Executor.
Category
I won't eat.
unequivocally false.
I don't eat
Pokemon.
fruits from Exegutors because they're genetically modified, and I don't put that in my body.
Pikachu
They
are
have faces
scientifically
on 'em.
inferior somehow.
Yeah, ignoring the fact that they have faces on them
That too.
on the fruit or whatever.
I mean,
Oh,
don't
they-
coconuts have faces? Look at them. They have little.
Yeah. That's true.
Once you cook them, they don't make faces anymore.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Same
They
thing
just,
with
like,
the
do
meat
the-
we eat, you know?
they just do that like cartoon dead body look where their eyes are crossed and their tongue's out. You're like, good old executor. The tongue is my favorite.
Ew. I don't even want to know what an executor's tongue looks like.
Like cow tongue.
Oh god.
That is.
People
that's
eat
Yeah.
cow tongue.
Huge.
Cow tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went
Pretty
to
common.
I want to say
Lengua?
maybe a
Is
month
that right?
ago. Went to like a
You got
market and they had a thing of cow tongue. That shit was like £3 and like $40 for that thing. That shit was huge.
So tongue, not pure muscle. It was fucking heavy as hell.
I haven't seen like just a raw one. I don't think in a really long time, and I was like, ugh.
They don't grow on trees, man.
Right.
They grow on cows.
What?
Cow from California.
All
My
right.
life's shaken.
Congratulations, Roy, on a successful pull.
Yeah, that alley really made it.
Yeah. This Alley game changer. Alistair who? Alley tight as fuck.
There you go.
I think Allie does beat out Batman.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good pulls, good pulls. All right. Thanks for watching, you 0.98 viewers left. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Thanks so much for having us, Roy. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
Always super fun talking to you.
Thanks for letting me join.
Anytime, I'll be back. Trust me.
We can't go outside. We can't do anything. We're all locked in because of quarantine.
Can't talk about that on YouTube.
Yeah, they'll demonetize me. somehow.
Oh
I'm
no.
not even monetized, but they'll find a way. All right. Catch y'all later, cardboard crewers.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.